Eyeballs are mine! Caught in my electro web. Greetings, wrestling fans. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw. A pretty lackluster episode, I'm not going to lie. It didn't really hit the expectations that I was looking for. But anyway, for those who have not seen my streams yet, I do have some really good news. I am back streaming. I am now back streaming. I streamed Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy to kind of get myself back into the mix of it. But unfortunately, I ran into an issue already. My audio wasn't working, but I managed to fix it not too long ago. I fixed it not too long ago. I did broadcast a shorter episode of Crash Bandicoot again a bit earlier tonight to fix the audio issue to see what was wrong with it. So everything is back in business. I've got my audio back. So I've got the audio back. Everything is back in business. So I will be continuing the streams going forward. I am very, very excited to finally be back streaming. So be sure to keep an eye out on those streams when they do eventually get put onto the channel. So I just wanted to let everybody know that, because you're more than likely going to be seeing this review before those two streams end up appearing onto my channel. Anyway, the show kicked off with Becky Lynch. She was speaking to Bob and Zachary. Who gives a shit about Bob and Zachary? You know, I know people like Becky Lynch as the man and as a babyface, but I kind of already miss heel Becky, because I enjoyed Becky as a heel a lot. I really did enjoy her as a heel, and I already miss her as a heel, because she was so cool as a heel. But hey, you know, Becky wanted to be a babyface, so I can't judge her for what she wants. But anyway, she ends up talking to the fans, ends up being interrupted by Bayley, so we're getting a Becky-Bayley feud, which I kind of expected. I kind of expected this to be the feud going forward. One of the things I'm not a big fan of is that I'm not a fan of them just constantly feeding. Like, I really hope they don't just feed Io and Dakota as punching bags to Becky Lynch over the next several weeks, because, as I've already explained already, I do feel Damage Control are really feeling a bit more weak. I'm starting to feel a bit weak. And one of my friends pointed this out to me when I was watching Raw, and he pointed it out to me, and I actually kind of agreed. He told me that he didn't like the brawl between Becky and Damage Control because he felt it was way too heavy protecting of Becky Lynch. Like, they protected Becky way too much in that whole thing. I kind of agree after re-watching it several times. I actually kind of agree. I did see that Becky fought them off pretty easily. That doesn't help. That doesn't really help Damage Control, in my opinion. Because if you got a 3-on-1 advantage, don't you think, you know, they would, you know, be able to win the beatdown? But, you know, my opinion is completely different to everybody else's opinions. Then we get Rhea Ripley taking on Mia Yim. This ends up, Mi Cheng, Mia Yim. This ends up ending via no contest because big old Dominic decides to get into the ring, and this leads to AJ Styles coming down. AJ! I thought you said you were done with the Judgment Day after Survivor Series. What a friggin' fickle hypocrite. You told Finn Balor, Survivor Series, that's it between me and you. But nope. Nope. We still get more Judgment Day AJ. We still get more AJ Styles Judgment Day feud. Lovely. So WWE lied to us. Lovely. So WWE lied to us by saying the feud was over. Brilliant. So glad. Don't you love it when a company lies to you when they say that the feud ends, but the feud still continues? Don't you just love it when they lie to you? Anyway, so then following this, we had an 8-person tag. AJ Styles said, tonight, we're going to end it. Yeah, right, AJ. I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing a mixture of you guys fighting it out next week on Monday Night Raw. He said tonight ends it. Well, I sure hope so. I sure hope so tonight ends it, because I do not want to see any more involvement between Judgment Day and the OC after this. But we'll probably see Finn Balor probably facing Luke Gallows, or Damian Priest facing Luke Gallows next week, you know? I don't believe it. I'm not believing for a second that this feud is over until I do not see the Judgment Day and the OC interact anymore. So, the Judgment Day get the victory here. Rhea Ripley pins Mia Yim after Mia Yim body slams Finn Balor. I'm sorry, but Mia Yim body slamming Finn Balor isn't as impressive as Rhea Ripley body slamming Luke Gallows. I'm sorry. I don't know why fans I don't know why the fans popped for that, seeing Mia Yim. She body slammed a cruiserweight. She body slammed a cruiserweight. Rhea Ripley body slammed a 300-pound man. She body slammed a 300-pound man. Mia Yim body slammed a cruiserweight. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it's not impressive. I'm sorry, Mia Yim body slamming Finn Balor isn't impressive. Until she body slams Damian Priest, then I'll be impressed. Or she body slams someone bigger than Luke Gallows. But I did not find that impressive at all. I'm sorry. I didn't find it impressive. But anyway, Judgment Day got the win. Rhea Ripley pinned Mia Yim. Then we get the Shush Academy, my favourite tag team on Monday Night Raw. Alpha Academy, you know, taking L's as they always do. They took an L to the Street Profits. I mean, it was kind of obvious. With the Street Profits returning and all. I want a Shush Please t-shirt. I absolutely love Chad Gable's new shirt. I absolutely love it. And also before this, we had Kevin Owens emerge in an emotional confrontation with the Bloodline, which ends up with a match against Jey Uso. Yeah, I'm kind of done with this whole thing, but you know, we gotta sit through more Bloodline nonsense. Austin Theory and Seth Rollins went face to face, but nothing really happened. Bianca had a backstage segment with Alexa Bliss and Asuka. I do not know why they're still together. I do not know why the three of them are still together. They're done with Damage Control now, so I don't know why they're still hanging around together like they're good pals. Alexa Bliss is definitely turning on Bianca Belair. You can just straight up see it coming. And considering how they're continuously having Bray Wyatt's logos appearing behind Alexa Bliss, you can straight up tell this is straight up leading to Alexa Bliss joining Bray Wyatt again. So I guess that means all the trust that I started to gain with Alexa Bliss is about to go away, because I do not want her back with Bray Wyatt, but it just sounds like that's exactly what the direction is going, and I do not like it. I do not like that they're going back to shit that we've already seen before. That's the thing I hate about WWE. They always go back to shit we've seen before. Why can't we just evolve the characters on and have them do something else? You can still turn Alexa Bliss heel, but do not have her involving with Bray Wyatt whatsoever. You can turn Alexa heel, but just do not involve her with Bray Wyatt, for God's sake. I'm not interested in seeing her reuniting with Bray Wyatt. I'm not interested in it at all. That was the main reason why I didn't like her. That was one of the main things I didn't like about Alexa Bliss, being with Bray Wyatt. But apparently she wants it. Apparently she wants to do it. Apparently she feels being with Bray Wyatt is more important. She doesn't care what her fans want, I guess. But, you know, it's just my opinion in the end, and I'm probably offending a few Alexa Bliss fans. But, you know, I'm okay with Dark Alexa. I'm perfectly fine with Alexa going heel again. But just because she turns heel doesn't mean, yep, Bray Wyatt, gotta put her back with Bray Wyatt. If she's going heel, she has to go back with Bray Wyatt. That doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean she has to go back with Bray Wyatt just because she's turning heel. Bring back the Goddess from 2018, please. That's the Alexa Bliss I want. But we're not going to be getting that. But devolving is but people not evolving, but evolution is more important. Evolution is more important, but we're basically going back to Alexa Bliss possibly being with Bray Wyatt. That's not evolution. Anyway, enough of that minor rant aside. We had Dexter Lumis take on The Miz in an anything goes match, and if he won, he would earn himself a WWE contract, which he did. Dexter Lumis ended up winning. Hopefully that ends that little feud. Hopefully that ends that feud now, and hopefully Johnny Gargano gets away from Dexter Lumis. Johnny Gargano had no business getting involved in this storyline. It's a fact. Johnny getting involved in this storyline made no sense. I get people telling me, oh, it did make sense. Remember, Johnny Gargano, Dexter Lumis, Johnny and Dexter from their days in NXT. Johnny didn't like Dexter in NXT. Johnny did not like Dexter Lumis in NXT. He didn't like him. He didn't want him hanging around with Indy Hartwell. Before anybody thinks Johnny always liked Dexter. He never liked Dexter in NXT. He didn't want Indy Hartwell. He and Candice didn't want Indy Hartwell hanging around him. And now all of a sudden I'm supposed to believe Johnny Gargano and Dexter Lumis are now good friends? Give me a break. I'm not stupid. Johnny didn't like Dexter. He didn't want Dexter anywhere near Indy Hartwell. Please. He had no business being involved in this. And hopefully now this feud is over. And now Dexter can give some of that money to Indy Hartwell. I'm pretty sure she'll be happy about Mrs. Cash. And I find it hilarious, some of the kids in the audience actually were thinking that money was fake. It probably was fake money, to be completely honest. But yeah, Dexter threw some money in the crowd to some young kids. That was probably fake money, I'm not gonna lie. It probably was fake money. Like WWE would hand out real money. We had Candice LeRae and Dakota Kai in an alright match. It didn't get me off my seat. It was definitely enjoyable, but it didn't make me go, oh my god, what a hell of a match. It was definitely a good match. One thing I hate, if there's one thing I do hate, is when the commentators say that a wrestler isn't medically cleared to wrestle, but they still go out there and wrestle anyway. Because seriously, Corey Graves, oh my god, Corey Graves was so annoying, especially in the Miz match. But Corey Graves continued to go on to say about how Dakota Kai and Io Sky are not medically cleared because of what happened in War Games. Well, they seem to be perfectly fine to me, Graves. Dakota and Io had no problem brawling with Becky Lynch earlier tonight. And besides, they had 2 damn days to recover. They had 2 damn days. They're fine. They're fine. They had 2 days of rest. Literally 2 days of rest. Or maybe 1 day. Depending on how you feel. 48 hours is 2 days. There you go. 48 hours is 2 days. It's not... They had 2 days of rest. It's not like Dakota is immediately wrestling. It's not like Dakota got injured in War Games, but then she decides to go out there again and wrestle again immediately after that. Corey Graves just likes to over-exaggerate things. I hate when commentators do that. It's super annoying. If Dakota and Io were not medically cleared to wrestle, then they shouldn't have been there. That's really all I'm going to say. If they were not medically cleared, they should not have been at the show. But they're there, so they're cleared. They wrestled, well, Dakota wrestled, so she's cleared. So she wasn't medically cleared. She was cleared. I hate when they do that. It's super annoying. But anyway, our main event was Kevin Owens and Jey Uso. Kevin Owens got the win with the stunner. And, yep, we're going to be getting another Kevin Owens-Roman Reigns match. Possibly at the Royal Rumble, or whatever the December pay-per-view is. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this review. Your eyeballs are mine, trapped in my electro web. And if you did enjoy this stream, be sure to smash that like button. And if you really want to see more of this stuff, be sure to smash that subscribe button. And I will see you all next time. Patrick Valentine out. And I'll see you all next time.